Play with the best at ufifa.com to get a discount on all your FIFA points and coins. Use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to episode number 5 of The Road to Glory. Funny story before we get started. We're in Division 9. You wouldn't have seen the two games against Milano FC and the Flying Duck, even though the Flying Duck game was fairly entertaining. Finished 5-3. It was a good game for us. Like I said, a lot of goals, very entertaining. The reason you didn't get to see it is because yesterday I recorded my face, I recorded my voice, but I forgot to click record on the gameplay. Yeah, I know. What an absolute moron. So, with that in mind, all I did was play 2 games. The first guy rage quit after 3 goals after about 38 minutes or something, and then the second guy we took all the way to the end. And, yeah, managed to get the full 3. So we've got 6 points in Division 9. We're well on our way to get promoted. I'm going to play possibly 2 games here. I might edit them down slightly though, so they're not full gameplay. In fact, I'm definitely going to edit them down so they're not full, because otherwise I'm going to be here, or you're going to be here rather, for nearly an hour. So let's get this team sorted. Peter Crouch needs a rest. I've got a couple of questions I'm going to go through. It's going to be a bit of a relaxed episode. I'm not necessarily going to have it like I have other episodes, proper, completely structured. If I just want to talk about something, I'm just going to talk about it. It's going to be kind of like a little bit of a Q&A vloggy type thing, because I like the questions that I have. A couple of them are fairly long-winded, and I don't know whether everybody's going to be interested or not. But let's move him over there to get a little bit more chemistry. Did that improve? It did improve by 9. And I think everyone else is okay. I mean, I could do with a fitness card maybe on the left back Azevedo, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to jump into the first game, and I'll see you when we match up against an opponent. Here we go then. Our opponent has a silver goalkeeper, full Bundesliga from what I can tell. Nearly a full Japanese Bundesliga side, interestingly enough. But, I mean, okay, he does have an all-gold side apart from the goalkeeper, but we should in theory be beating this guy. I mean, okay, granted, he could be a good player, who knows, but I'm going to go classic, high pressure, team pressing and counter-attack while attacking. That's what I always do. It depends, actually, because if this guy starts to play and I can tell that he knows how to play the game, which at the moment he doesn't seem too bad, what I might do is switch it to defensive just so that I don't get caught in behind. But his strikers aren't quick. His one striker has got like 72 or 73 pace, I think, so I'm not too concerned by that. I can't remember who his other striker is. The only reason I know that from one of his strikers is because I've got him as a red card from Foot Champions. Let's play this inside. Ari going to look for the overlap of Barkos, looking to maybe play it back in. Nope. Okay, going to get Azevedo here. He's got 4-star skills. He's got decent ball control, and he can't quite play it across. I do have a question, and we're going to jump straight into it. Like I said, this question's not going to be for everybody, but Aspen says, hey TVM, how do you stay motivated in YouTube? You said you've been doing it YouTube for 3 years, yet I've been doing it for less than 8 months, and I'm already burnt out, and I have seen little growth. Would love some advice. Keep up the great work. I'm on my phone, because if I click off the game to look at YouTube comments, it will just disconnect me from the game, because PC is annoying like that. It's trying to prevent cheaters from clicking off the game using these programs to give themselves goals and stuff, and it didn't work. Well, it worked for all of 3 seconds until the people decided that, hey, we'll just put hotkeys instead, so if you hit your keyboard it doesn't disconnect you. So what they've done is they've just allocated, like, give myself 3 goals to F5, and yeah, so good job EA, good job. It worked for 3 seconds. Anyway, to answer your question, like I said, it's going to be a bit of a long-winded one. I'm going to try and explain how I stay motivated to do YouTube. I've actually been doing YouTube for more than 3 years. This channel's been running since 2012. I'm going to talk it in FIFA cycles because I'm not quite sure of what the dates were, but this channel I think was created in 2010, but 2012 was when I really started, or was it 2013 I really started doing it? Anyway, either way, 4 years roughly. But we are going into the 7th iteration of FIFA, because I've done it through FIFA 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 17, and then of course we're going into FIFA 18, so that is going to be the 7th FIFA that I've been running a FIFA channel for. You might not see much FIFA 12 content on the channel, and that's down to YouTube removing a lot of them due to me breaking apparently the rules of their website. I've actually uploaded a little under 4,000 videos on this channel alone, and we are getting dicked by this guy. That is the one. He's dangerous. That player. He hasn't got a lot of pace, but he's very good in front of goal. And annoyingly, the games that I recorded yesterday are the best ones, and we're going to lose 2 in a row now, probably. But anyway, we'll have to try and concentrate a bit. But anyway, I've got just under 4,000 videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, about 800 to 900 of them have been removed by YouTube for breaking the terms of service. Basically, what happened was I had tags in the video description, and that wasn't against the rules when I did it. It was to sort of help your search criteria a little bit more, and it worked. To be fair, it did work. I got a lot more people watching them due to those, and it's easier for people to find you on Google and stuff. Gotta be a goal? Nope, because that was just a woeful effort. I shouldn't have hit it first time, really. Anyway, they brought it into the rules that you weren't allowed to have them, but they didn't tell anyone about it, and then bang, I was sat in a pub eating food, and 800 to 900 emails flooded my inbox telling me that all these videos had been removed. I managed to get onto the Wi-Fi of the pub after some pleading, and I managed to get rid of the tags in the description of some of the more popular videos. So you may see some videos back from FIFA 13 and 14. Oh, what a goal! Ari did not expect that to go in at all. Good finish, and we're back in the game. But no, I managed to save those. So you might notice some FIFA 13 and 14 videos from around the time that everything else was removed that are still there, and that's because I managed to catch them in time. But either way, so when I first started YouTube, it was a vlogging / skit channel. And the only reason I started it was for money, because I didn't really know anything about YouTube at the time. I had a girlfriend, and she was watching a lot of YouTube, and I didn't know anything about it. Like, I'd uploaded a couple of videos to YouTube before I saw all these vloggers and stuff, but it was literally just like 20-30 second clips of me and my mates dicking about, and I can't find those clips, which is really frustrating. Some of them have got a lot of views on them, not that it really matters, but still didn't make a penny from it. But yeah, she started watching YouTube one night on the laptop, and I'm sat there like, what are you doing? And I looked over and I'm like, who's that? And then she's like, oh, it's YouTube. I'm like, what? Like, for me, back then, YouTube was just a place to upload little skits and just crappy videos, and sort of, I didn't really think at the time, because obviously there's tutorials on there, but I didn't think, why are people uploading these tutorials? I wasn't fazed by it. Didn't think anything of it, right? So anyway, I saw some of the production value going into some of these videos, and I saw that people were uploading daily, and I was like, why are they doing this? So I did a bit of research, and yes, to my shock, they were earning money from it, and obviously you can't find out exactly how much money they're earning from it, but I found out that they were earning a decent amount. That was motivation enough to get me started, and I've always been transparent about the reasons why I do YouTube and why I started it. So my first ever channel was started off the basis of I want to be rich. It wasn't necessarily I want to be rich. Dink, get there. Oh my god, what an idiot. It wasn't a case of me wanting to be rich, really. It was just me wanting to have a job that, allowed me to do things on my own time and allowed me to do my own thing. And it was, I don't want to work for someone else. I wanted my own job. So I started it. I got a couple of thousand subscribers through massive grind, which back then was huge. To have 2,000 subscribers back then was actually a big deal. And I got partnered with YouTube, because you couldn't earn money before you got partnered with YouTube. And again, that was a massive deal. And yeah, it didn't really work out. The channel eventually got stripped of ads by YouTube through someone just repeatedly clicking ads and ads and ads and ads and ads over and over and over again. Fortunately, that doesn't happen these days. If you were to sit there and click my ads repeatedly, it wouldn't make a difference. It wouldn't change anything. But back then, if someone did it, they assumed that you were clicking your own ads, and that it's called click bombing. But anyway, that doesn't exist anymore. So I lost the channel on false pretenses, but still, I started this one. Go on, Ari. Oh, he's hit the post, and the rebound has gone in. It's Campagnucci. That guy is actually insane. He scores so many goals. He scored like 3 goals yesterday when I was recording those videos, and I was actually bigging him up so much because he scored 1 goal that was really, really nice, and he nearly missed that, to be fair. He hit the post, but still, it went in, and we've come back from the death. So yeah, I started this channel in FIFA 12 mainly because I thought, hey, starting a gaming channel, which I knew very little about at the time, and I had to fork out a lot of money to get an Elgato. Money that I didn't necessarily have, because I was working part-time at the time in... I think it was in JD Sports at the time. I just started, for God's sake, I just started there, and I bought an Elgato with my first paycheck, and I started recording FIFA 12 career mode and stuff like that. I did a few other games. But yeah, that's how it started, and it was money. And the reason that I've kept doing it is because I really, really, really want this to be a success, and I want to make a living from it. Well, to be honest, I do make a living from it now. But at the time, to keep me going past that 8-month period, well, for me, actually, my growth was very good through FIFA 13, and I started toward the end of FIFA 12, so it hadn't been 8 months by the time that I'd reached, say, 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers. But back then, it was much different to what it is now. So to answer your question, like how do you stay motivated? Personally, I don't know, to be honest, and I know that's not the answer you want, but these days it's so much harder on YouTube to get noticed, to get views, to get to build a following, that it's a very difficult question to answer. It's because it's not one that I know of. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I've got 55,000 subscribers, and I've been here for a long time, and I've grinded to get that number. If I was to start again, I wouldn't know. Like I would be ready for the long haul. You get some people who start channels and within 2 months they're on 100,000 subscribers and they're only like 12 years old or something. But realistically, that's not going to happen. It's just a case of you have to find a reason to stay motivated. That sounds really stupid, but my reason was I want this to be my career, and I will do anything and everything and put as much time as I can into it as possible. When I was on 27,000 subscribers, my channel was dying, like a really, really painful death. Ask some of the OGs on the channel, and you'll know that the channel was pretty much dead. I was getting 200 views a video if I was lucky, and I was losing subscribers every single day. We went from 28,000 subscribers to 27,000 subscribers, and the running joke was, when are you going to do a 27,000 sub special? Do you know what I mean? Like, it was just a running joke that the channel was basically dead. It was a painful running joke. I used to laugh it off, but inside I'm thinking, yeah, this is actually my livelihood you're laughing at, but whatever, I'll let it go. That's an offside. Unfortunately, it's offside. But yeah, I was in a bad place. And so I essentially had to start again, and I sat down to myself, and I had a little word, and I was trying to work out what worked and what didn't, and my motivation was shot to bits. Like, you know, I'm trying my best here, and this isn't working, so I need to change something. But my motivation has always been, this is my job, or I want this to be my job, you know, and that's it. That's all it is. So if your motivation is you just love creating content, but maybe you're bored of FIFA, then, you know, you need to move out of FIFA. Because if you're at any point during the year, even if you're in August and FIFA's been out for 11, 12 months, if you're bored of the game so much that you just can't stand it anymore, then, you know, you're going to have to branch out, because you can't force yourself to do something that you really don't like doing. I mean, YouTube for me is my job, and I keep doing it regardless of whether can't be bothered one day or not, because that's just life. That's your job. You have to do it, right? But when it comes to FIFA, fortunately, this year, I haven't been bored with it. Like, I still enjoy this game. I've been playing the beta a lot, and I'll get to the reasons why the Road to Glory has slowed down a bit in a second. And so, you know, the gameplay for me is a little bit stale compared to 18. But yeah, my motivation, dude, is it's my job. You know, back when you were doing it, my motivation was, I want this to be my job. I know it's a really, really crap... Actually, what am I doing? Oh my god, no. I know it's a really crap answer, but I genuinely can't give you a better answer than that. I do apologise. Thanks for your comment, though. So quickly, going on to... I said I wasn't going to talk through this entire video, and I was going to chop it up, and I might do here or there, but generally speaking, I'm probably going to just speak through the whole 2 games. It's going to be a long episode. If you don't care, then feel free to click off right now. You may have already clicked off already. But the reason why we don't have a lot of Road to Glory at the moment is because of the FIFA 18 beta. I do apologise for that, but a lot of people might be concerned going into FIFA 18 that the Road to Glories are going to be sort of every 2, every 6, and then every 14 days, you know, because it's been so long since I've uploaded the previous episode of this. A lot of people might think that I've ditched the series already. The reason that I've taken so long to upload an episode is because I've been playing FIFA 18. I've been playing the beta. I have the Ultimate Team beta. Oh, it's got to be a... Oh, wow. Unlucky. I've got the FIFA 18 Ultimate Team beta, and it's essentially the full version of the game, you know? Like, you have daily objectives, you can play a weekend league, the draft, seasons, whatever. You can do whatever you want. That is fantastic football, and that is a great goal. Ari has created that, and is that Kabagnoawawa again? Because if it is, then I'm gonna have to knight him, because that was... No, it's not. It's some other guy. But still, great goal, 4-2 up. I like it. Good finish. Yes, so I've been playing that a lot. So if you were to take that away from me and never have given it to me in the first place, we would already be on episode 6, possibly 7 by now. But because I've spent so much time just playing the beta, I've essentially been doing my own little road to glory that I can't show anyone on the beta. Very frustrating stuff, but just sort of getting myself geared for FIFA 18. I've learnt the game a little bit already, kind of know what works and what don't work. There you go. So yeah, I blame the beta for it, because obviously going into FIFA 18, I'm not going to have anything to distract me. I'm going to just want to play the game, right? So I won't have anything to stop me from uploading daily or uploading every other day or something like that. Player reviews are going to be a bit of an issue for me, because I tend to just hit them hard as soon as the new FIFAs come out. I'm there and I review anything and everything that hits the streets, as it were. So it's going to be difficult to try and do a Road to Glory on top of that. I might try and incorporate a Road to Glory into reviewing. So if I pick up a player very early on that's, say, 80, 82 rated or something, that I feel like might want to, people might want to know what he's about, then obviously I might review it while doing the Road to Glory. So that would have been a clip, for instance. You know what I mean? I might do that, but who knows? But just to let you know that I won't be I won't be slack with my content in FIFA 18. It's just because I've got the beta to distract me right now. Another question: which leagues do I watch, and what are your favourite teams of these leagues? I'll be honest. My favourite team obviously is Liverpool. I support Liverpool, and yes, I know Watford is a team we should be beating, but it's just testament to how bad our defence is. That first goal that went in, that corner, was so embarrassing, and I kind of thought, well, we're probably not going to win this game if that's how we're going to defend. I was right. I should have put money on it, but there we are. So I don't watch any other leagues. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I watch highlights, but now and again, if I'm, without something to do for... Oh, what a ball. Good goal. Oh, Matic, you need to score that. You need to score it. I love doing that off set pieces. But yeah, I'll watch the odd French game. I'll watch the odd Spanish game, El Clasico, things like that. But I generally don't watch any other league other than the Premier League. Gotta be Catamol. He scored yesterday, actually. That's crazy. That's only his second goal for the club. He scored a very similar goal yesterday. And I said, you're probably never going to see him score ever again. And incidentally, there you are. It's almost like we've tried to go one better than yesterday. 6-2 against this guy. I thought we were going to lose. He came out firing all cylinders, didn't he, at the beginning? And I thought, wow, this guy's actually decent at the game. Turns out, not as good as Ari and company. So yeah, don't watch any of the leagues, unfortunately. Highlights for Team of the Week predictions and just if I'm bored and things like that, but no, sorry. So I don't really have favourite clubs in other leagues, which is, I don't know, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. I don't think you should support anyone other than the one team. I know people who they support Swansea, but then they're a Man United fan. And I know someone who supports Sheffield Wednesday, but they're a Man United fan. Do you know, it doesn't make any sense to me. How can you support, okay, granted, they're in two separate divisions, but how can you support two teams? I don't get it. I just don't understand it at all. Oh, it's cheeky. It's cheeky. Shouldn't do it. It's sweaty, not cheeky. But I'm changing the term sweaty to cheeky. So, what do I think of the transfers this year? All the transfers this year. I'm not going to talk about all of them, obviously, but let's talk about the big one. Robertson, Liverpool's new left back. No, I'm joking. Let's talk about Neymar and the money involved in that. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. People saying, how did they get it through financial fair play? Well, the deal, so I'm being I say so I'm being told, as if I got someone in my ear telling me what to say, but so I've read, the way that they got round the financial fair play, which is interesting to me because surely everybody can do this, so there's no such thing as financial fair play. What they had is they sat down with Neymar and they said, look, we can sign you, not a problem, we can pay the money. But if we pay the money, we're going to get done for financial fair play. You know, we can't afford to pay for you and then pay the fine of half the money that we're paying. So what we're going to have to do is you pay your own buyout clause. So reportedly, Neymar bought himself. He went to Barcelona and paid 200 million or whatever it was, 198, whatever the figure was. He paid Barcelona his buyout clause. He then went to PSG. And in the sign-on bonus, they gave him the money back, as well as paying him an additional sign-on bonus and paying him his wages and things. So, incidentally, they probably paid Neymar close to 800 million the day he signed, including the money that he used to buy himself out of the Barcelona contract. Absolutely phenomenal. I mean that very clever thinking, but FIFA need to really sort that out. You can't have that happening in every transfer, can you? I'm going to skip this this stuff now. I'm going to find another opponent, and I'll be back in 3, 2, 1. You're back in the room. Who remembers that? No one? Little Britain. Right, so we're going to do this. The FUT birthday player. I did this on my main account, and I believe I got Ogbonna. So if I was to pull anyone of that quality for this Road to Glory, that would actually be massive. We could start building some sort of Premier League defence kind of thing going on. So let's see what we need. We've got 2,500 coins. I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to be able to afford this, but I've got a team in front of me that I should, in theory, be able to cobble together at one point or another. So let's get him in there. And let's get him in there as well. I'm just gonna add everyone, and then we'll go through how much this costs, because obviously on Xbox I could probably work out how much it costs, about 4K or something. But when it comes to the PC prices, like for instance, this guy, his cheapest on the market is 2,000. So I may need to switch him out for a different Brazilian, because no, it does matter, because he's going to be Russian League with Grankvist. So, I don't know, I might need to spend a little time off camera doing this, because I don't know how much Grankvist is going to be. 1,500, which, I don't know, this, I was hoping to get this done for around 4,000 coins, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done for less than that, because, I mean, again, how much is this guy? 1,000 coins. I mean, the PC market right now is so bad because nobody is opening packs. Throughout the year, generally speaking, it's not that bad. It's okay. Valbuena, we got, 900 coins. Okay, he's actually very cheap. That's fine. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter who you stick there, I guess. And then we have a player called Morales. I'm not quite sure which one it is. 76 rate. It's got to be that one. It is this one, and it's that one because he's since moved. Does he moved from? Okay, 650 coins. Okay, so that's cheap enough, but he doesn't need any chemistry, so I could literally put anyone there, and that would be the whole thing complete. However, as stated, these players aren't that cheap. Let me snap up Elm because he's only 650 coins, and he was the last one on the market. Let me get this guy because there's one there for 800 coins. I think that's the cheapest. Snap him up. Oh, no, there you go. We're down to 1-1. Valbuena was fairly cheap, I think. Or was he? No, okay, so a couple of people have just snapped that up. And this guy is very cheap. 500 coins there. We might as well get him in. I could have put any cam there at all, really. I don't know why I did that, but either way. Okay, I found a much cheaper option than the centre-back that was available. So if I just stick him there, or Hilton or something... there aren't too many of them on the market, and this guy's actually going in form right now, so yeah, that's probably not going to work. But there aren't too many of these guys on the market, but it would be cheaper than going after Mauricio, who costs... Okay, there's a few more up now. Maybe the market is just messed up, I think, because it's just not showing me all the players that are available. So maybe I do need to go search these manually, but I probably need another 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe another 6,000 or 8,000 coins to complete that. That is a massive pain in the backside. What I might do is go and ship out some of the players that we're not using in the squad, and just use those to sort of facilitate the the SBC, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, fitness-wise, we are on the floor with some of these players. Him right there, he definitely needs a break. If I can give Vargas a contract, which I can, because the one thing about the FIFA 18 beta that I've noticed as well is, and I know that they're not just giving us this, because it is essentially just the same. It's like the base game. How can I explain? They're not giving us free stuff, basically. Not well, they are. They're giving us like 5 free packs a day. They gave us 5 free 45k packs yesterday. But aside from those, I have got so many fitness cards and contracts from just doing daily objectives and the starter objectives and just playing games and doing the little rewards that come with it. I've got so many contracts and fitness cards. Before I'd even played a game, I had like 40 contracts and 26 fitness cards or something stupid. And after about 5 or 6 games, I've then got like an extra 30 of each. So, and that's without opening any packs. That's literally just from what the game gives you at the beginning, which is awesome. So I think you're definitely going to be spending a lot less on fitness and on contracts going forward. Speaking of going forward, let's play a game. So my opponent doesn't have a great side, but he does have a guest. There are 2 people playing in this, so it's not the best of teams, although he does have a goalkeeper, but it's going to be a pretty tough game, I would imagine. So as we get into this game, I realise this episode's probably been a little bit long-winded, and I've talked about stuff that maybe you don't care about, and I do apologise for that, but yesterday's episode was kind of like the proper version of what this was meant to be. It wasn't as long for a start because I made a guy rage quit right at the beginning, so it was a lot shorter, a lot less talking, I guess. But this episode, I'm just trying to sort of rekindle it. It's very difficult to. It's like one of those reaction channels. You know, you can tell when they've reacted to the video or they've watched the video before they do their live reaction. But you know, it's still something that I need to do, and people have got questions, so I might as well try and answer as many as possible. It's difficult to play and answer questions as well because I kind of get distracted. Speaking of which, is it worth doing the Willian SBC? Now, I haven't checked this because I had some doubts last night when I was thinking about it, but I'm pretty sure I've already done the review for it, so I won't be revisiting the review, I won't be doing it again. But yes, definitely worth doing the review. Definitely worth picking him up if you haven't done already. Absolutely sensational player. Really, really enjoyed the Footmas Willian. He's actually one of my favourite players from around that time of year. I think he's my favourite Footmas card, in all honesty. Wasn't really expecting much from him when I played with him, but he just blew me out of the water. And I was in Division 2 at the time as well. Gotta be a goal! And Peter Crouch has finished it absolutely emphatically on back from his little stint on the bench from getting some fitness, and that finish is brilliant. I thought he was going to go for it with his head, but he thought, nah, do you know what? I fancy smashing this. Good goal, good goal. If you start playing FIFA Mobile, can I join your league? Well, obviously I won't be going back to this iteration of FIFA Mobile. I'm well behind with that. And a lot of people keep asking me day after day, can you please go back to FIFA Mobile, which is crazy because that game, to be fair, saved the channel. And I've told this story a few times, so I won't really go through it in massive detail. But that game came out around the end of August, beginning of September last year. And well, I'd say it came out. It was leaked, and I had the APK file for it, just basically meaning that I could play it early before anyone in the UK had the game. And a lot of people liked watching The Road to Glory. I did it just as a test to see what people would think, because obviously FIFA wasn't out yet, the console version. So I thought, why not give it a go? And I thought, well, I'll just run it until the game comes out and then I'll stop it. But to my surprise, that game really, really saved the channel. We were getting thousands of views per episode. I was doing tutorials and things like that, and people were loving it. And I was really enjoying the game. And then after a while, it got a bit samey, very, very boring, very stagnaty, and that's not even a word. It stagnated. That's a better word. And it just, yeah, it wasn't great. So I stopped playing it. And then, ironically, the day or two after I stopped playing it, because it got boring, they implemented new stuff to mean that it wasn't boring, but I'd already made my mind up that I was stopping the series. Oh, if that could have made it through, if he could have controlled it, I could have played it back across and we could have just finished it off and it would have been 2-0. And knowing these two, these two classic Division 9 guests, they probably would have left, but there we are. So, will I be playing FIFA Mobile again? when the new one comes out, yes, I could probably say that I am, and I will probably do some sort of Road to Glory on it, because it's difficult to not do a Road to Glory. There you go. It's difficult to not do a Road to Glory on FIFA Mobile, because there's not an awful lot more you can do. I mean, fair play, I could probably do player reviews and stuff, but I don't think many people are really going to care. So yes, we'll do a Road to Glory, and I'm not saying you personally can join the league, but we'll have a league. Last year we had to have 2 leagues because there was so many people, but there's even more people on the channel now, so I don't know, maybe we'll have to have 3 leagues. It was very difficult to maintain 2 leagues, because obviously I had to try and you know, keep searching for tournaments, play in those tournaments while running a YouTube channel, play in the Road to Glory myself, and having videos to make, and it was just a pain in the ass. So I might have to hire some people to help me out with that. By hire, I mean, you know, ask someone, do you want to do it? Yeah, okay, great. You're not getting any money, but thanks for your help. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll probably definitely have leagues up and running again shortly. Let's see if we can knock this over the top to Crouch. I kind of want to make this guy rage quit so we can get it on the par with what happened yesterday. Not that you guys saw it. And make this guy quit so it's kind of the same length of video. Someone asks, am I Finnish? No, I'm not. I'm Welsh. I've never been to Finland. Chances are I will never go to Finland, although I would like to. Not that there's anything specific that I would like to see there, but my favourite football player of all time was Finnish, Jari Litmanen, and obviously my favourite defender of all time was Finnish as well, Sami Hyypiä. So why not? And I've seen Finland play football, so you know there's a lot of things driving me to Finland, but I've never been there. Although my girlfriend really hates cold weather. And not that I know what the weather situation is like in Finland, but I would imagine it's not very warm. So it might be difficult convincing her that it would be a good idea to visit Finland. If that was onside and we'd scored, I had no doubt in my mind that he would have left. Such a nice series, TVM. Keep it up. Thank you very much, Cal Plays. Right, someone says, would you possibly... I say someone, his name is Joel Cosgrove. I'm not going to read the whole comment because it's a fairly lengthy one. Good save, Pickford. But he basically asks, will I be doing any collaborations in FIFA 18? Oh, what a save! What? I thought, well, that's going in. And the second he scores, or they score, they get a bit more confidence, and it pushes that rage quit even further away. So I'm kind of hoping that we can keep a clean sheet here and maybe hit him on the counter. Not that I've got many quick players to hit on the counter, but Crouch has got good control, and here we go. Play it through. Right, this is it. This is it. Cabagnucci. He's not very quick. He's a non-rare bronze, but I tell you what, he's got a finish on him. No, he hasn't. He's absolutely dreadful in front of goal. Like, that's crazy. He's actually a really nice player as well. He always gets into good positions and stuff, but that was abysmal. I really should have finished that. So yeah, collaborations in FIFA 18. I mean, oh god alive, this game is dodgy. I don't know why I did that. Pickford is keeping me in this. He really is. Okay. Not a long story, but the reason that I will very unlikely do any collaborations, not just in FIFA 18, but ever at all, is it comes down to past experience with collaborations. I've done probably 3 collabs in my entire YouTube career, on this channel at least. I've done a little bit more in a non... hang on, we're going to go for it here. I don't know why I should have played him in. Barkos was barking for it and I just didn't give it to him. I've done a few collaborations on my first ever channel because that's the way you grew back then, and it was... yeah, but on this channel I've done a couple and they were okay. Broke a TV in one in a Neymar pink slips against Patch. Ironically, the people I've done collabs with I haven't spoken to since, and I hadn't spoken to before. Like, it's one of those really weird YouTube situations. Oh, for God's sake! One of those really weird YouTube situations where I've never spoken to this person in my life, but I've sent them a message and saying, hey, do you want to do a collab? And then they go, yeah, okay, then what do you want to do? And then you sort of put your idea forward. They go, yeah, okay, cool. And then you do the collab, and then you never speak to them ever again. So I haven't actually spoken to Patch since that Neymar pink slips. Oh, go on, Crouch. Gotta be. Here we go. Here we go. Bang. Oh, keeper's made a save. Oh my god, I swear, if I could score, he'd leave. Anyway. No is the answer to the question, because I've only ever done 3 collabs, as I say, off the top of my head. I can only count 2, but I'm guessing it's probably 3. And the reason I've only done 3 is because every single person that I contacted, and by the way, at the time of me doing this sort of, around the time of me making the decision to never do collabs ever again, it was around 20,000 subscribers. So we're talking quite a long time ago now. And I contacted, I would say about 10, maybe 15 people in total. One of which was Derek Rants Gaming, who at the time didn't have anywhere near the amount of subs that he does have, although he did have a lot more than me. And he was the only one who contacted me back and said, sorry mate, but I've got a lot going on. Which, to be fair, at the time he did. His Russian Roulette series was just taking off. He was doing really well with that. We're going to make a sub very quickly. And I appreciate, we're going to bring Drazan on. Yeah, I appreciate that, because he answered me even though he's busy, right? But a few other people who had a fair few less subscribers than I did, one of which had around the same subscribers that I did, just either didn't answer me or answered someone else. Like one of my subs and I guess friends messaged one of these people and said, hey, can you do a collab with... Oh, he's got to be a goal here. Got to be a goal. It is. It's game over. 3-0. Peter Crouch. Is that a hat-trick? No, it's not. It is. Is it? I don't know. I can't remember. I think it is a hat-trick, actually. Well done, Crouchy. So, yeah, he messaged him and he said, would you do a collab with TVM? And the guy messaged him back and said, who? Sent him the channel. Even though this guy's got, I say even though, but like this guy's got like 2,500, 3,000 less subscribers than me at the time. He's got about 16, 17,000. I'm on about 19, 20,000, right? And he looks at my channel and he goes, oh no, he doesn't get enough views. He's not relevant enough. He was really a dick. This guy's actually since stopped uploading to YouTube. He's given up, and I know a lot of you would just say his name, but I'm not going to say his name. But he was a real arse about it. Like he doesn't get the views, he's not relevant enough, it wouldn't benefit me, and you're alright kind of thing. Like even if you think that, don't say that. Just say, oh no, I'm busy, or you know, whatever, for whatever reason. Just don't say the guy is irrelevant, because I mean that's a diss track line. Do you know what I mean? You don't say that, but whatever. That was my first bad experience. Okay, this could be it. They could be off. They've gone. We've replicated in opposite reverse order what happened yesterday, and I believe that is the promotion, not the title, but promotion clinched. I think we are on 12 points. We are 1 point away from the title, but we've definitely been promoted to Division 8. Not that I'm really surprised, and not that it's a massive feat of engineering that we've managed to do that, but still, it's nice, right? It's nice. So, yeah, to cut a long story short, as I'm going to end the episode right here, my thought process when all these people were sending me, or not sending me rejections, I should say, they just weren't answering. Some of these people I messaged twice just in case they didn't read it, but a lot of them were like 8,000, 10,000 subscribers. I was on 20. Granted, my numbers weren't that high, but I had 20,000 subscribers. I was reaching out. It wasn't like, you know, pay me to do a collab. It was, hey, do you want to do a collab? And they just didn't answer. And some of them came back with negative answers. That guy, for instance, not directly to me, but said I was irrelevant and my views were far too low and that my channel was dead, is what he said. Granted, at the time, my channel wasn't booming, but still, it's a bit harsh to say that. And I thought, do you know what, no, that's it now. I'm done with asking people to do collaborations. If anyone ever comes to me and says, hey, do you want to do one? There is a chance that I might say yes, but I'm not going to chase people for it. I'm not going to message anyone for it. I'm not going to inquire. I'm going to make the channel off my own back and with you guys' support. That was my mentality then. It's still my mentality now. Granted, if AJ came to me and said, hey, I want to do a squad builder showdown or whatever, I would probably say yes. If Bateson came to me and said, hey, do you want to be in Fatal? I would say yes. He's not going to because I've got a coin sponsor, but still. And if someone else came to me and, hey, do you want to do this? Like Tom, for instance, said, hey, do you want to do FIFA Bingo? Yeah, probably would. But other than those type of opportunities, I'm probably just going to just blank everything, unless like a fairly smaller YouTuber comes to me and said, hey, would you be in this video for whatever reason? There is a chance I'd say yes to that, but you know, because I don't think people help each other enough these days on YouTube. I think it's all for one, you know, like you've got a little clique of 3 or 4 people and they all help each other, but anyone else on the outside needs a bit of help. They just don't even answer them. So it's frustrating. YouTube is a much different place to what it used to be. This episode of The Road to Glory, sponsored by YouTubeHelp.com. I'm joking, it's not. That might be a thing, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been a lot of how do I do this on YouTube, talk about this on YouTube, and the kind of things like that. So I do apologise if you weren't interested in any of the topics that we've discussed today. The next episode of The Road to Glory, in theory, should be out tomorrow, and we should be doing probably some more live games, but I might chop them up so I'm not talking through the entire thing. A, hurts my voice. B, probably too long for you to watch. And C, we can get more done in an episode. The reason we haven't done Foot Champions, by the way, is because the beta came out the night I was meant to try and qualify again, and I just completely forgot that FIFA 17 existed. And look at that record from Crouch, absolutely sensational. I completely forgot that FIFA 17 existed, and I've just been playing the beta. So yeah, I do apologise. My bad. That's a great record though for a guy who is a non-rare bronze and who's played a lot of his games in Foot Champions daily knockout tournaments. That's a pretty good record for him. Barkos' assist record is insane as well. He's got more assists than goals. That's crazy. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. We'll do the Foot birthday player in the next episode should we have enough money. We'll have a little boost from Division 9 title win hopefully as well. I don't know what the coins, but a couple of thousand to go towards it, and that might give us just enough that we can more or less complete it. I might look for a slightly cheaper option as well. If you have enjoyed this episode of The Road to Glory, feel free to hit the like button and leave any comment you want answered in the next episode in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.